Hello and welcome. Now let me apologize at the onset. We will be playing a course of visuals which may be triggering for some people who may be watching this, but it is extremely important to be playing these visuals and to be asking a very simple question. Who is giving the authority, the courage and the confidence for goons to indulge in immoral policing repeatedly? Now again, the focus seems to be on Karnataka. A woman being jeered, sneered inside a car by goons. Another video now surfaces of moral policing. But as we at Mirror Now believe, this needs to be called out for what it is, not moral policing. This is illegal and immoral policing. We are playing these visuals for you. Take a look. Now, this isn't even a first of case. In a span of possibly a week to 10 days, around 4 cases have been reported in Karnataka. 3 to 4 cases. The police is still trying to understand if the case of the woman in a car is different from the other Haveri case. But my colleague on the ground says the police, as of now, feel that this is a different case altogether. 6 goons barged into a hotel room, invading dignity and privacy of an interfaith couple, thrashing them. Absolutely unacceptable by any means. And then you have a case in Belagavi, where 2 cousins were thrashed severely, because they were mistaken as an interfaith couple. And imagine, they were cousins. And the thrashing went on despite the pleas, quote unquote, we are cousins. 9 have been arrested, including 2 minors. Imagine, what are we modeling to the young in our families? And remember the Chikmagaluru case, where 2 men were thrashed because they were found hanging out with a woman from a minority community. 4 were arrested. What is worse? This seems to be one common thread between the earlier BJP government in Karnataka and the current Congress-led government. Rampant instances of moral policing. But what is very important to remember, one of the big statements made by Siddaramaiah after becoming the chief minister was that we will end moral policing. Home Minister of Karnataka had said that they will set up a special squad against moral policing in Bengaluru. The former Chief Minister, Bommai, has slammed the recent Haveri incidents of immoral policing. And I'm being joined by my colleague Neha at this point. Neha, governments have come and gone. Has anything changed in Karnataka when it comes to moral policing?
Well, Sneha, you've raised the right question there. For all the talk about people, saying that the media is biased towards one party, here today we bring you a story on Mirror Now, completely unbiased, of where we're pointing out cases of moral policing, both from the time of the BJP as well as from the time of the Congress. Unfortunate as it is, things on ground refuse to have changed. Over the span of the past couple of weeks, we've showcased how there have been several instances of moral policing. Well, during the tenure of the BJP as well, the situation was no different. We had several cases of moral policing. And while the opposition then, the Congress government now in the state of Karnataka, had slammed this, and they had even vowed to get rid of moral policing completely. They would put a stop to it. They said a squad would be formed. There would be policing on ground. There would be awareness drives. There would, in fact, be attempts to sensitize the communities involved in these cases. But clearly, incidents like this, blatant violation of the law, it's very unfortunate that this has continued irrespective of the change of government. Now, what is rather shocking, of course, is that, Sneha, each time a case like this comes to the fore, we report about it. There's action that the police is forced to take after the media reports. Some officials possibly, at the very most might be suspended. Arrests are made. Those accused come out on bail. But these incidents refuse to stop. It's very, very unfortunate that even as we're probably reporting about this being the fourth incident in just the past couple of weeks, that there is no fear of the law among any of these people who go on to carry out these crimes. They're perpetrators, we're calling them out, but despite that, is there a need to sensitize these communities on ground? Well, the government says that they're working towards stopping these incidents of moral policing on ground, but evidently the situation is very different and things haven't changed.
Right. Thank you very much, Neha, for joining us. I'm also being joined at this point by Dr. Sudha Halkai, who's a spokesperson for BJP Karnataka, as well as Syam Prasad Meka, who's a political analyst, and Sharda Prasad, former IPS. We did reach out to Congress as well for a voice in this, and we hope we will hear from them real soon. But first, let me just go over to Sharda Prasad at this point. What gives them the courage to do this again and again in Karnataka? Are there laws that are not sufficiently strong enough? Because we can see FIRs have been filed, arrests have been made, but there seems to be no deterrence, sir.
Sneha, it's not that laws are not there. The problem is that these laws are there, but rule of law does not prevail. That means on the ground, the laws are not being implemented in proper way, and there is no fear of law. Otherwise, by the word of mouth, they are telling that they will have this, they will have that, but the things are going on. That shows that whatever the citizens or so-called this group of citizens who are entrusting themselves for moral policing, they are going ahead. They are not afraid of anything. And in fact, your correspondent Neha has spelled it out very correctly. So there are three issues. One is that legal issue that no group of citizens, by whatever pretext, on whatever pretext, can be permitted to go around and snoop for people inside a private place, that is inside the room of a hotel. That's not the business of any group of citizens. That must be discouraged, and those who are indulging in it must be taken to task. Taken to task means the non-billable sections should be imposed, and in such a way that they are afraid to do things. If required, the proper sections under the Gunda Act or the equivalent of it, whatever is available in Karnataka, can be put. In fact, in some states, more stringent sections have been put. Once it is there, then others will take the cue that such things should not be done. Yes. So, in fact, there is other issue.
Thank you, sir, for your introductory remarks. Let me just get other panelists also to speak about this, sir. Just sorry to interject you, but let me also just get others on the panel to speak with their introductory remarks. Syam Prasad Meka, you're a political analyst. I can also see with what you're wearing. You support the Congress, I believe. Mr. Syam Prasad Meka, almost a week to 10 days, 3 to 4 instances of moral policing being reported out of Karnataka. What is the game plan that the government has?
No, it's very shocking and very bad. And do we have any statement from Karnataka police?
Certainly.
Yeah. Do we have any statement from Karnataka police on this?
No, not right now. Not over 4 instances in Karnataka, not a combined. In each, there are certain cases where arrests have been made, but no larger messaging, no larger statement.
Yeah, exactly. When there is a pattern, there should be a larger messaging. If it is just one-off case, I think we should go ahead and get the culprits very quickly and take the strict action.
But this isn't a one-off case, and that's why we are asking that.
Yeah. When there is a pattern,
but the Karnataka police is under the Karnataka government, which is a Congress government, so what is stopping?
Correct. The government or the top brass of the police or the government, perhaps for that matter, should come out and give a larger message. This is not, we're not going to tolerate this. What is this moral policing? Who gives the right to these goons? They can
Would
decide
you reach
what
out
is right, what is wrong,
to
and
your...
they can barge into private spaces and do
I
whatever
hope
they want.
your colleagues, I hope your colleagues are listening to you, and we will hear a voice from Congress very soon. In fact, we even reached out for a voice for them. Right. Dr. Sudha Halkai, former Chief Minister, has condemned this particular incident that happened in Haveri, and rightly so. Every form of condemnation is required, particularly from the political ranks up. But this is not a problem that seems to be plaguing the Congress government alone. You've suffered with this as well.
Sneha, at the foremost, I'll tell it is very much horrifying. I'm astonished, I'm shocked, I'm taken back by the Talibani culture which is going on in Karnataka today. For the fringe elements who are acting like jihadis, Karnataka has become a heavenly place for them. They can perform crime anytime, anywhere, irrespective
Has been for a while now.
the
Has
law
been
of the
for a
land,
while
the
now,
law of
Dr.
the land,
Sudha
law of the
Halkai.
land. Yeah, tell me, Sneha. So
I'm just saying
these people these people are not scared of anything because the present Karnataka government is in collaboration with these fringe elements, no doubt about it. Otherwise, who gives them a free hand? Mr. Meka is asking who is giving them a free hand.
And what about when you were in government, ma'am? Of course, you've been voted out. But do you have any suggestion for the Congress government? Do you have any suggestion that you could not control it in your time? Cases were being reported under the earlier BJP government as well. But do you have any word of advice for Congress?
I'll tell you, in our time, the law and order was in the first place by the NCRTs. And today, Karnataka is at the worst. It is an alarming situation for the Karnataka. And more than 50% of the cases of crime against women itself is increased in Karnataka from 2023. From 2022 to 2023. What do they say about it? And our nation is such a pluralistic culture. Who is giving all these rights for them to act
True,
as
but 23,
immoral,
the government just came to power
over
last year, ma'am. They will not be responsible for 2022.
I'm not talking about 2022. We had less number of cases. 2023, we have 50% of the number of cases hiked on crime, particularly on women in Karnataka, Sneha. The police itself, they have given the reports over here in Karnataka. Who has given the free hand for these fringe elements in Karnataka? Isn't it the Congress government? And it is very well a clear-cut case of radicalization. They are converting the beautiful place
Dr.
of
Syam Prasad Meka,
into a
NCRB has recorded more cases. All right, Dr. Shada Prasad, I'm sorry, Mr. Shada Prasad. The NCRB has registered higher crime cases. But there's always two sides to it, more cases being reported vis-a-vis more cases happening. While that, of course, is a huge concern in Bengaluru that more cases are being reported. What must a government really do? Do they need a larger game plan for something like this that seems to be plaguing the state repeatedly?
I think let's not put the NCRB data as of now for discussion, because that will take the discussion somewhere else. Even a single incident tells us that it should not have happened. And I would expect that the society at large should condemn it roundly. And if there are NGOs which are in this affair, they should also condemn it. Society should condemn it and make it difficult for any group of people to go around and do moral policing. That is most important. And certainly, let us not put the political angle into it, because whatever be the political complexion, this is just deplorable, condemnable by all sections, irrespective of the political hues. So action should be taken.
Right. All right. Thank you very much, Shada Prasad. I think we'll leave the last words with him. It's deplorable. There's no doubt about that.
Yes.
And I really think with a new chief minister in behest, Congress does need to put out something very officially. The messaging has to be very, very strong from the Congress as well, because it's been almost less than a week and there have been repeated instances of moral policing. Of course, arrests have been made, but the messaging has to be loud and clear against them. Thank you very much for joining us.